EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Here's Evan McPherson, and off we go from SoFi. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. They'll stay on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Back to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, L.A. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter.
Rams nothing.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And he will score! Jamar Chase, touchdown Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run by Williams. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back and say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. Oh, yeah. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They bring Chase in motion. On first down, Burrow. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way! 70 yards! Touchdown, Cincinnati! Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Up the middle they go. Oh, he coughs up the football. And it looked like one of the Rams got there first, and indeed, L.A. will keep the ball.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall up.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Bengals are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first and 10, Burrow. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that will lead to a second down. Now, Burrow. That's to his tight end, Eric All. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air once more on second down. Now he'll air one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now, Burrow. He's going to look downfield once again. That's caught! And he will go all the way. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be sacked, but there is a flag down. Not sure how close he was to being offsides. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now Brown. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
At the 43-yard line, an 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
On one, ready?
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Cameron Kitchens there to bring him down. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Burrow. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
That is Ferguson in motion. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down as he moves this up to the 29-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Now he's free to midfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. Here's Carty now, kicking away following the touchdown. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Brown. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Burrow here on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They face second down and 7. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Here's Burrow. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet, and they will finally run him down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle. And he will take this down, close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked, going the other way.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a handoff, running right.
Number 33, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. He'll look to throw. That is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
A carry here for Brown. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's Brown. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bengals have got it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going for it on 4th down, he's clearly...
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. First and 10. Now, faking the give. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the rookie out of Florida. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bengals. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get 2 pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams use their third and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Right back to the air following that pick six. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That is hard. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. That is a big gainer for the Rams. A gain of 57 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL.